Don't we all wish we could look like that? Unfortunately, we don't. And clothing manufacturers have not figured that out. Until now.
London, a hub for fashion. Every day, hundreds of people flock to the stores on Oxford Street, Bond Street, Regent Street, most of whom take in several items of clothing into the fitting room and only end up purchasing one thing, if anything at all. And why does this happen? Because clothing manufacturers are not producing clothing that is well-fitting.
Sometimes you have tops which are like perfect around the waist, but maybe they're a bit too tight around the chest area. So it'd be better if like you could get in between sizes or something that could adjust them in between sizes.
Like the skinny jean, I really like the style, but then like the size 10 sometimes is too tight at the bottom rather than at the top. So then I end up having to buy a size 12, and then the waist falls down. So I get a little gap in between the crotch, which isn't very nice, and then they always like don't fit me, so then I'm always pulling them up.
I'm quite small in tops. Sometimes I find tops to be baggy, and sometimes I find them to be too tight. So it's a size 10, you could find some too big and some too small.
Yeah, so if there was like a middle kind of...
Like a size 11.
Yeah,
11. Because I'm being tall, I've got long arms as well, so if I bought a long sleeve top, sometimes the sleeves are too short, and that really is really irritating.
Yeah, so basically I've got quite broad shoulders but a very small waist, and therefore a lot of tops that I buy in shops will fit me round the shoulders and maybe be a bit too tight, but then round the waist will be too baggy. So it's very difficult to find a t-shirt that will fit my type of body, and I think that's a problem for a lot of people. Another issue one can have is with bras. Because we all have different shapes of boobs, that you might go to one shop and you'll find a bra that's your exact size, and then in other shops you won't be able to find the perfect bra, even if you go a size above or a size below, so that's quite difficult.
Sometimes when I buy pants, the most annoying thing is that they fit perfectly on my thighs, but the waist is always a bit wider, and it's just like an inch or something, and it's really annoying to go through the trouble over here to go to the whole tailor. So if there was a fabric that automatically adjusts, that would be perfect. And it's the same thing for dresses. I have the same problem in terms of I have wider hips and a smaller upper body. So if they were to adjust according to your body, and that's the best part about it, is that it adjusts to your own curves, that would be perfect and revolutionary, actually.
Magazines like Cosmopolitan, Grazia, Company, Elle Magazine, and Oprah have all devoted their time to help us women find that one great fit. At last, consumer electronics giant Philips have found a way to create the perfect fit. The innovative product is called auto-adaptive clothing. This technology changes the shape of clothing to the size of its wearer. By weaving muscle wires into the fabric, it allows for the fabric to change shape. The wires are made up of shape memory alloys that change according to a current passed through them when charged with electricity. Once the electricity is switched off, the article of clothing stays exactly the same shape, your specific shape, forever. Normally, you would hook the garment up to a power source such as an iPod or a phone in order for the muscle wires to heat up and bend to take the wearer's shape. But here's just an example of how the fabric takes the wearer's form. And this can be done with any type of clothing and any area of it.
Auto-adaptive clothing has not yet been released in the market, but we assume that in 10 years' time it will be, and it will be the best innovation known to women.